What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Big Country's Way. Today we're going to talk about something that's going to save you guys bukus on your energy bill, and I got all the proof to back it up. Let's get into it. So back in the wintertime, I added a dual layer insulation, if you want to call it that, to every single one of my windows in the back, and then I have them all closed. That was to keep the heat in. I didn't realize how efficient it would be on keeping the heat out. But check this out. It's not a super hot day, but you can definitely tell the difference no matter how hot it is outside. Right now it's 69.6 right here in the middle of my living room at the time this screenshot right here was taken. Granted, yes, it's only 80 degrees outside, but my AC is set to 70 and I'm only running one of them. And if you're wondering why these caps are off, if you own these, you know why. They're awful. So it's 80 degrees outside. It's around 70 in here, but this rear air conditioner is not even running and I only have one turned on all the time. So I was like, dang, like this insulation in the windows really works. So let's head to the front where I'm gonna show you like the proof of how good all of this insulation stuff is. So up here, I've got this air conditioner set to 72, not even 70. It's telling me inside temp is 72, so it's probably about to shut off. However, it runs all the time. The reason is, we're in the front now, you can already see 71 in here. But if I come up here, next to this skylight, watch it climb. 74. I don't know the exact temperature it's gonna get, but I'm assuming it's gonna be low 80s. Even though it's only 80 degrees outside, that heat just piles up. See, we're already almost at 81 degrees, hotter than the temperature outside currently. Jeez. And that's being reflected into my RV. So I'm gonna do something about that. Here's another example. Right here at this Max Air fan, you're looking at 90 degrees coming into my bathroom. Remember, it's only 80. So let's do some stuff to try to save on some energy. So for everything I did downstairs, I'll show you right here in this video. I did video making all of those dual insulation things. I never did put the video together. Life's been kind of rough recently, so I'm starting to feel better and I'm getting back into this, hopefully. But yeah, so I made these in the winter time and I had, I was trying to do a furnace comparison, how many times the furnace comes on and off with and without the insulation. And to my surprise, it made a difference, and I had calculated up the whole like furnace run time and everything. I just never finished putting that video together, but I'm gonna finish this one and get it out there for you guys. So if you could hit me a like, give me a comment, whatever, hit that subscribe button, really helps and I really appreciate it. It's a good motivator to keep on going on stuff like this. Anyhow, I'm gonna basically unscrew this. A lot of people may not know this, but there's an air bubble in between the interior one and the one on the top on the outside. So basically I'm going to unscrew this from the top here and I'm going to put that insulation in the layer and we'll see what kind of temperatures we get after that, because I'm tired of coming up here on a hot day, taking a shower, even though my AC's running, and the AC's running good too. Let's see. I mean, I don't even have to show you the rest of this. It's already, she's blowing out 50, probably 55 degree temperature. 50, it's coming back up, but it was down to 55. So the AC's running good, but geez, it's still hot in here. And I come up here on a hot day working outside and I get in the shower and I get out and I'm still sweating. So I'm tired of it, and we're gonna put some insulation in this bad boy and see what kind of difference it makes. Anyways, let's get to it. So it was pretty dirty up here. It's all in my shower now, but I'll vacuum that out. Could not get that loose. So use the oil wrench, oil can wrench, got it. But I want to check the temperature at the source here. Sorry if it's blinking. I don't know if you guys will be able to read it. Something to do with the sunlight, but remember, it's 80 degrees outside right now. And with the sun baking on this, I mean, it's already at 90, 95 degrees. At this rate, it's definitely gonna hit 100. And there's 100. I'm not gonna let it keep climbing. There's your proof. All right, so I'm gonna put some Eternabond tape around the edge in here because there were some bugs up there and I don't really know how they're getting in there and I just don't want to get any more up in there. So I'm gonna put some tape around the edge that'll also keep some heat from falling back up into my roof above the bathroom. So let me get that put on, and then I'm going to basically try to staple the insulation up against this, not through that, but into the wood using pressure to hold it up, and then I will put my top back on. I don't recommend. You can get rolls of this stuff right here at Lowe's. This is left over from me doing all my windows in the back. So what I did was take some measurements with this scrap piece, and now I'm gonna cut out 2 pieces of this stuff based off those measurements, staple them together and say a little prayer. Let's do it. Good fit. Fold the corners up and this presses down even like that. Don't get no better. It ain't got to be perfect, but I'll tell you, just with this in here right now, I feel a tremendous difference. However, I do feel a lot of heat still on this, and that's why I'm going to do another layer. So I'm going to rip this out of here and cut another one just like it, staple them together, and then shove it up in here again. All right, got this all buckled up in here. I'm sweating. My shirt is really nasty and I would normally take that out of the video, but I want you guys to see the amount of heat that comes through this. And you guys saw earlier it jumped right up to 100. And everything in the shower is still warm, but it ain't gonna jump up to 100. It's climbing way slower. We got her all put back together. Light still works. Y'all. Proof's in the pudding. I mean, she's still climbing a little bit, But she ain't no 100 degrees. A lot of the heat in this front was coming from this area. I'm working inside. Inside, I shouldn't look like this. Look at this. I mean, I do sweat quite a lot, but I literally shouldn't look like this, drenched. I shouldn't have to change my shirt before I go back to work. I was on a whim, I decided to do this. It's gonna help a lot, I can tell you that much. What I'm gonna do for this, for y'all that wanna maybe cover your fan, I'm actually gonna use Velcro and do just Velcro on the edges, or not on the edges. Yeah, I'm gonna Velcro the edges and then Velcro my staple piece up. And when I wanna use the fan, I'll just pull it down, turn the fan on, and then leave the back part hanging. So I'll still have a functional fan while conserving energy. What I'm gonna leave you guys with is that this is a problem and you should fix it. I really hope that I help somebody fix it, save some money on their energy bill, because this is a problem. You guys just saw it was 100 degrees right there. And this is this ain't a cheap fifth wheel. It was still 100 degrees right there. I don't care how fancy wancy your camper is, it's still gonna be 100 degrees right there. And that's on an 80 degree day. Imagine if this was 90 degrees. Think about that. I wish I had a temperature measure on that. And it was all this AC could do to keep up. Anyways, do this right here, the dual layer, staple them together, do them in all your windows, and I promise your ACs will run half the time. It's gonna save you money on power, and your ACs are gonna last you longer, saving you money on maintenance. Anyways, that's all I got today. Big Country out.